A dormant Bitcoin whale just woke up after 14 years to move $2.2 billion worth of Bitcoin that was purchased for just 78 cents per coin. That's a $15,600 investment turning into over $2 billion. Meanwhile, Trump just signed his big beautiful bill, adding $5 trillion to the national debt, while Wall Street firms are pouring into Ethereum. Is this the perfect storm for crypto's next massive move? Let's dive in. What's up, Crypto Nation? Alex here from Moonward Capital with your Crypto Pulse update for July 4th, 2025. If you're new here, every 12 hours we break down exactly what's happening in the crypto markets so you can stay ahead of the crowd. And today we have an absolutely insane wealth transfer happening that you need to understand. Let's start with the biggest story. Multiple Bitcoin wallets from 2011 have just awakened after 14 years of dormancy, moving over 20,000 Bitcoin worth $2.2 billion. One wallet alone moved 10,000 BTC that was purchased for just 78 cents per coin back in 2011. That's a $7,800 investment turning into $1.1 billion, likely the greatest investment return in financial history, over 13 million% ROI. But here's the million-dollar question, or should I say billion-dollar question. Is this early adopter profit taking a warning sign of market tops? Or simply early pioneers diversifying after unprecedented gains? When we look at the on-chain data, despite these large movements, Bitcoin's illiquid supply ratio remains near all-time highs at 76.4%. This suggests most long-term holders are continuing to accumulate rather than distribute. Meanwhile, in Washington, President Trump just signed his big beautiful bill on Independence Day. This legislation adds a staggering $5 trillion to national debt capacity and includes $4.4 trillion in tax cuts over the next decade. The macro implications here are massive for crypto. Historically, Bitcoin has thrived in environments of fiscal expansion and potential inflation. But that's not all. The bill coincides with the U.S. House designating July 14-18 as Crypto Week to advance major crypto legislation, including the Clarity Act and potential tax exemptions for small transactions. While early Bitcoin whales might be taking some profits, Wall Street is diving in headfirst. Record inflows hit crypto ETFs yesterday, with $602 million flowing into Bitcoin ETFs and $148 million into Ethereum ETFs, the largest ETH inflow day since June 11th. But here's what's really blowing my mind. Bitmine Immersion stock just surged 140% after announcing a $250 million Ethereum treasury allocation. This signals a new trend of corporate adoption of Ethereum as a reserve asset, similar to what we saw with Bitcoin in 2021. And we can't ignore the first-ever Solana staking ETF that launched 2 days ago, offering an unprecedented 7.3% yield in a regulated wrapper with $33 million in first-day volume. So where does all this leave the market technically? Bitcoin is currently trading at $109,600 after briefly touching $110,000 yesterday. We're watching the critical $110,386 resistance level, which if broken could signal a new all-time high. Ethereum has decisively broken out of its multi-month range, trading above $2,190 with significant volume. This is the first decisive break above $2,600 since early May. The combination of fiscal stimulus from Trump's bill and early whale profit-taking creates a conflicting market dynamic, likely leading to increased volatility through mid-July. Now I have to ask you, if you found a forgotten wallet with $1 billion in Bitcoin that you bought for less than $8,000 in 2011, what would you do? Would you sell everything immediately, hold forever, or develop some kind of strategic exit plan? Let me know in the comments below. The key takeaway from today's Crypto Pulse is that we're witnessing a historic wealth transfer from crypto pioneers to institutional giants. The next 2 weeks will be critical as we approach Crypto Week in Congress and monitor for any additional dormant wallet activations. If you found value in this update, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get our Crypto Pulse updates every 12 hours. This is Alex from Moonward Capital, helping you stay ahead of the crowd. I'll see you in 12 hours for our next update.